Good afternoon, Elgin. Welcome to Lalley in the Valley, the award-winning crime stat show, with our new co-host who was here last month, Ryan. And so you guys met him last month. He's been here at the police department working diligently to work on crime stats and see what's going on so that we can push this information out to the community. And I say award-winning, that's a joke. My hope is, though, that one day this will be an award-winning show. So how are you doing, Ryan?
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, yes. Exactly. So how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good. How's your past month been here at the department?
Really good. I'm loving the people and loving the job so far.
Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you. And so I took a look at the crime stats, and so this is for May of 2021. Obviously our crime stats, it takes us a couple weeks to finalize them. And so for May, we are continuing our downward trend with our overall crime. So for our Group A and Group B offenses, we are down 10% from where we were last year. So we continue to push that overall crime down. But I did notice some increases in certain areas. And so Ryan, why don't you just give us an overview about what is the crime snapshot looking like here in Elgin?
Sure, definitely. We are seeing some minor growth trends in weapons law violations. So from last month we were at a positive 12%, and this month we are at a positive 23% year to date. We are also we are up 185% in our fraud, so that continues to be our largest trend so far. However, we also have some positive notes. Our burglary and theft crimes are way down 50% year to date and 59% respectively. So we've got some ups and downs, but yeah.
And the weapon offenses, so I know that we've talked about that, and that's attributed to our shots fired cases, that we do still see a continued increase from where we were at this time last year. So year to date, we're at 31 shots fired incidents. And I want to continue to remind the community, anytime we have a shots fired case, we push that information out onto Facebook. And again, that's if we are sent to a location and just recover evidence of a shooting, or we are sent to a location that can verify that there has been a shots fired incident that occurs. So again, it's just, we want to thank the community for continuing to call us when those incidents happen. It allows us a better response time in the hopes that we recover evidence, or if someone's on the scene, that we can effect an arrest. So continue to work with us, Elgin. We really do appreciate your paying attention to kind of what's going on with us and making sure that you give us a call. So we're going to continue, hopefully, to push those shots fired numbers down. We've done some initiatives here, and we'll continue to do that throughout the summer, working with our local and state and federal partners, doing some more directed patrols in certain areas. And I know that you're also working on a link analysis too for us as in regards to our shots fired, to see if there's any additional information that we can gather from that. So the other thing I wanted to mention too is that you did say there was about 185% increase in our fraud category, and so that's attributed to the fraudulent claims that we saw over the past couple months and continue to see through the Illinois Department of Employment. So we continue to see those increases, and we can attribute it to a certain category. So do you notice any other trends or anything else that we should let the community know for the month of May?
I think those were really the main ones there.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, and that's all it has to be. So I do want to mention, just thank you, Ryan, for that analysis. And every month we continue to push this information out to our Elgin community to ensure that you have the most accurate information. You can also see these crime stats on our transparency site, where that is updated in real time, and obviously watching this video. But if you're curious about year to date, or if you really want to take a harder look at those crime categories, you can do that by going on our transparency site and clicking crime stats, and that will get you that information. And the only other thing that I wanted to mention is that last week on Friday, we had an isolated domestic situation that happened in the 2000 block of Padua. It was Friday morning. I know that it garnered a lot of attention. There was some news media out there. And so I just want to remind the public when those incidents occur that are isolated, we will always make sure to let our community know what is going on. Your safety is our number one priority, but we also have to be mindful. Once we have to get the information, we have to figure out what's going on. Once we do that, we can push out the appropriate information. So just follow us on Facebook. We're also, the community has also, I've heard some feedback that people don't follow us on Facebook, and so they'd like to get that information too as well. So we're going to be pushing out some information about our Rave Alert system, which is if you sign up for Rave Alert, and you can get custom notifications from the police department. So we're going to work to really get that message out too, because sometimes people are not following us on Facebook, but they'll answer their phone. So we're going to continue to improve here, getting that feedback from the community, and that's what it's about, working with our community to make Elgin the best it can be. So continue to give us that feedback, Elgin. We appreciate everything you do for us. We love working here in Elgin, and we love our community, and if there's anything else or any questions as it relates to crime stats, you can always get a hold of Ryan. Do you want to give out your email address? You don't have to give out your phone number. How about your email address, right?
That works just fine. That is Drake_R@cityofelgin.org.
So if you have any questions specific about crime stats, give them a call. And thank you, Ryan. And until next month, Elgin, make sure that you stay safe, stay connected, and you stay engaged. Have a great evening, Elgin.